Katania Alvin bringing you State of Emergency, President Trump's explosive speech on national security at the border in Texas. And here is the brother of the man Singh, who was murdered in cold blood on Christmas Day. And this is just the end. This is part 2.
And he became a cop, K9, Corporal K9. And the way he was killed, what my family is going through right now, I do not want any other family, law enforcement person to go through that. Whatever it takes to minimize, put a stop to it, my family fully supports it. At 33 years old, Ronil Singh was cremated, and I had to pick up his remains. It breaks my heart. And no one should ever go through that. Looking at that 5-month-old baby, looking for his dad, no one should ever go through that on Christmas Day.
Or any day. And this is really all to do with how long that border wall, the various presidents have not done anything. They've had the money, but they've done nothing. Why?
That's all. That's it. Thank you. So we're with you.
A courageous man for sharing such an intensely personal moment, picking up his brother's remains.
That was a tough one too. That was a tough one for a lot of people. Not only the family, for a lot of people in this country, that was a tough thing to watch. Also with us, Marie Vega, whose son, Border Patrol agent Javier Vega Jr., who is another person who was loved by so many in the department, on the Border Patrol. We had so many people talking. They're still talking so much about him. It happened in 2014. He was out fishing with his wife, his parents, and his kids. And Marie, I'd like to maybe say a little bit about your son, because he is so loved and respected still in this room. Please. Thank you. Thank you.
My name's Marie Vega. We have 2 sons, my husband Javier and I. Very proud of both of them Marines. Harvey, at a very young age, expressed a love for law enforcement. And, like, you know, the parent that wants the child to grow up and be something and be a productive human. We supported him, and he showed interest in the police force. Numerous times he rode with the police officers around our town, surrounding towns. When he was in high school, he told us that he wanted to be a Marine. And of course, it's like, okay, you want to be a Marine, you're going to start this, you're going to follow through, and you're going to finish it. And that's what he did. He became a Marine. Upon leaving the United States Marine Corps, he went to college.
Think about why these young men and women choose the particular profession. To my mind, often it's about a nobility of feeling in the soul, the wanting to protect other people. Not always, but very often.
Became a biomed engineer, and almost immediately after graduating, he was offered a job at Christus Fawn in Kingsville. While working at Christus Fawn, because he was surrounded by agents and saw how they worked, and still with that, love for law enforcement in his heart, he came to me, came to my husband and said, Mom, Dad, I want to be a Border Patrol agent. And of course, again, okay, you want to be a Border Patrol agent, then you're going to be a Border Patrol agent. And he became an agent. I always worried about him, like I worry about our family now. I want them to go to work, be safe, come home to their family safely. And I always,
No different than any mother, really. And most mothers are caring.
day I was,
Well, I can't say that, but it's just my hopefulness.
scared that I would lose my son. Never in my wildest dream did I ever imagine my son dying at a family outing. It was supposed to be a peaceful, fun, fishing afternoon, and it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way because we had a criminal, illegal alien that killed him. He came thinking that he was entitled to one of the two vehicles that we had there. There's no family, like Mr. Singh says, should go through this. No one. No family should suffer the loss of a child. A parent should not have to bury their child. We need the wall, and when I say we need the wall, I don't mean just build a wall. There's other things that we need to do also. We need to enforce immigration laws. We need tougher judges. We need the wall itself. Our Border Patrol agents need to have what they should have, the equipment, the materials they need to do their job.
The people who are suffering and who have died because of negligence. And Trump is not negligent, and he's pushing forward. But the Obama, the Bushes, Clintons were British puppets and intentionally negligent.
Thank you very much. You're 100% right. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of you right now. Thank you very much, Marie. What Marie said is right. More than just the wall. We have to give these incredible people the tools to work with. We're not doing that. Politicians in Washington are saying, oh, they don't know the first thing about, they've never been here. They don't know the first thing about what we're talking about.
And they don't want to know either.
So we're going to hear from a couple of our landowners, a couple of the folks that live in the area and areas that we're discussing. I think I'd like to start off with our Texas leaders, and they are indeed leaders, and say a few words about what we're here for and what we support and what's going to happen, and we have no choice. And maybe we'll start with John Cornyn, Senator Cornyn. Say a few words, please.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for being here and for hearing firsthand from not only the people who suffered at the hands of the crime that occurs as a result of people who don't come here to achieve their American dream, but people who come here to cause death and destruction and human misery. Before you see, maybe we'll have somebody go through some of the things that are in front of us, but I see here, for example, heroin and methamphetamine that's been seized. You see bulk cash, $362,000. When the drugs are sold in the United States, they have to get the cash back across the border to the cartels. And you see the sorts of weapons that are used by the drug cartels and others, and you can imagine the violence that...
This will be in the description box. I will make another part. God bless. This is Katanya Alvin signing out.